the other day I was at school talking to one of my favorite professors just about all these things that I want to do. Of course, I get like on these tangents. And he said something to me that has had me thinking, and it was that when you're right out the gate of high school or college or whatever, and you know what you want to do, and you get really passionate about it, and you really believe in it, and it's what you care about, and you think that you're about to make this impact, and it's going to be big, and it's going to be huge, your splash in the pond or whatever. And he said, and what you slowly start to realize is that in reality, your impact is this big. Because you're limited. You're limited in a lot of ways. We all are. And I've been thinking about that lately because, for example, what I'm most passionate about and why I want to be a doctor is adverse childhood experiences, okay, which is traumatic childhood stress that affects negative health outcomes across a lifetime. Okay, that's what I care about. If you're watching this video, you might not care about that at all. And my goal would be to make everybody care about that, because I think that that is one of the most important things, and that's what I know about, and that's what I believe in, and etc. That's probably not what you care about. And you probably have something that you care about that you think is the most important thing, and you want everybody on board, and you want to share your passion and scream it from the rooftop so that everybody's on board with your passion, because it's awesome, and it is. But you can't make a splash just because you're passionate about something. Period. And if we want to take this from passions to, like sales or companies, pitches and things like that, we can do that. We can say, my company wants to do these things, but that's because that's what my company does. That might not be what your company does. That might not be what your company needs. And so it's just like, well, so here's my circle of impact is my company and my customers, or my passion and those who share my passion. But it doesn't have to be like that if you understand what you care about and why you care about it from multiple perspectives. Then you can make your impact or your splash a whole lot bigger. And this takes practice and it takes time, but you've got to be able to go to another person or another business, and you know what you care about, and you know what your goals are, but you also know what they care about, and you know what their goals are. And if you don't know that, you're right, your circle is this big, because you're never going to get everyone on board with what you care about. I don't care how much you care about it. Just because you care about it doesn't mean that they are going to care about it. If you can take what you care about and tailor it and change your pitch or change your impact or change your importance or change how you talk about it, incorporate statistics or incorporate stories, it depends on who you're talking to, and you need to know that going in. You need to know who you're talking to, and you need to be able to tell them why what you're here for is important to them. That sounds really obvious, but if you're sitting at a table and there's a CEO, a CFO, a COO, a CTO, and all you talk about is, just in general, this is what my company does, and this is why we do what we do, and we hope that, you believe in us and hop on board. No. You need to tell something to the CEO. Growth, sustainability. You need to tell something to the CTO. It's efficient. Synced easily. We've never had any crashes. Whatever. You need to tell something to the COO. Okay? You need to see something to the CFO. It's profitable. It's a great investment. Why? And you need to be able to do that quick. Really, really quickly. And I think that that's really important to understand, is that we forget that not everybody cares about what we care about, or wants what we want. And if you really want to be able to make your impact and get people on board with what you want, then when you pitch that to them, it needs to be about them. You need to tell them why this helps them, why this should be important to them, why working together can benefit them. And that's going to change for different people. And that all comes down to why what I care about connects to what you care about. And together, we can do X, Y, and Z. My circle just got bigger. Okay, and I go to another person's company. I say, oh, well, we also have this company here, and this is what they do, and this is what they care about. Let me link you up with them, and let me link up with you, because what I care about and what you care about can help this. My circle just got bigger, okay? And now we've got 3, 4 companies, 3, 4 passions, 3, 4 organizations, nonprofits, volunteers, whatever, all right here, okay? And I say, oh, and I have another customer over here, and they like to do this with these other people, and they're in these different states. Well, I just got bigger and bigger, okay? And I think it's hard to do because it requires you to read people and do your research beforehand, and this might seem obvious in a lot of ways, and I understand that. I understand I'm not like this isn't some genius, thought that I just came up with, but what I do think is that we don't practice enough being really adaptable and flexible to different people and different situations and different needs, and being able to think on the fly about how we can come together and make a bigger impact. So, I don't know, this was just kind of a random rant, but I guess it's a hard pill to swallow to think that you're going to come out here and you're going to do all these things and be told that actually you're only going to be able to do these things. And in my case, adverse childhood experiences, considered to be one of the largest major public health crises that we have going on today. And it's a good example because it impacts everyone and everything. Of course, I'm biased. This is my passion. But when I'm going to go talk to people about this, okay, things that contribute to having a high ACE score or average childhood experience score is divorce, parent incarceration, parent substance abuse, having a lack of food or being, living in poverty, lower education, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That just connected to so many other people's passions easily. That's the basis of the ACE score. And I already have 5 other realms of webs that I can connect to my web of ACEs, okay? Ages, ACEs, childhood experiences, that's kids, okay? Affecting negative health outcomes across a lifetime, that's every other age, okay? So there you go. I can talk to 85-year-olds, I can talk to 5-year-olds, I can talk to nursing homes, and I can talk to kindergarten teachers, and I haven't fully understood exactly how I'm going to make all of those connections yet because it is complicated and it is complex. But the point of the matter is that once you get your idea so well understood that you can web out to other people and other organizations and other passions and connect those things together, then all of a sudden your one little drop made a really big splash. That's all.